What's up, everybody? This is Hoser. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. I know it's been a few weeks since I posted any videos, and now I have like a whole bunch of stuff that's been going on. My tank's just waking up. The other one hasn't woken up yet. So as you can see, I moved all my coral finally over to this tank. Later on, when it fully wakes up, I'll attach a video onto this one. And it looks like everything's doing okay. Not great, just okay, because I'm still trying to figure out which coral goes where. As you can see, this one here, these are all on the bottom. These Duncans, they still haven't opened up like they used to. I ended up pulling out the big rock that I had here. I broke it into pieces. I took out as much snails as I could. I just didn't want to put it back in. My little mushrooms here, doing good. I think it's starting to split again. There's another one. Oh, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see how it's kind of split there. And I'm getting another one growing again. But like I said, give me maybe about an hour. I'll start recording again, and then we'll go from there. Oh, my sea anemone split. See the one on the bottom? And now I have one on the top. I don't know why they split, how they split, but that's kind of cool. My wife is a little worried. I think as long as they're there, I think we'll be okay. The Euphilia that was given to me is doing well. And here's the other piece that broke it off so I could clean it out. Started taking most of the snails off. And these are just hanging in there. I'm trying to grow some pulsing zinnia on that disc. This is like the third time I've been trying to do it. I didn't know you couldn't crazy glue it. So this time I put a rubber band on it. Still pulsing, so hopefully it'll be okay. And then the one that I burnt way in the back over there. Focus. You can see the burn spots on it. But looks like it might be okay. I finally put it back, and I think it might be okay. I don't know. But for the most part, these have been here for about a week or so, about a week and a half. My frog spawn is getting little babies there. And I need to pull it out. Well, I don't know if I want to, but there's still some snails on this one. But I haven't really cleaned that one. This coral here, I don't know. It was really nice, and now I don't know why it's kind of getting kind of messed up. I don't even know what it's called, but if you guys have any suggestions as to why. Alkalinity is doing great. I'm finally getting it up to 8. It's past 8 now. I'm gonna test it today, and maybe I'll put that in the video. And then this one fell off of this one. I had it on this rack. The crab knocked it over, so I just left it there. It looks like it's doing okay. And then my other ones are here. These are doing okay, I think. They're not dying. My wife had me put my candy cane all the way down here. She said the light might be too strong. So I did. I just did that yesterday. We'll see what happens. Alright, I'll come back and show you when it's fully awake. Alright? My fishies are doing good. Okay. So now it's fully awake. The lights are on. Happy with my AI primes, although sometimes it locks up. I have to reboot it so that it can connect to the Wi-Fi, but other than that, pretty good. I have my whites at 10% now because I feel like they were getting pretty strong and they were burning my coral, and they were closing up. So like I said, I brought all my stuff over. Oh, let me get my lamp. So these are the ones I was telling you that I put inside the sump. It's the eShops BioLux 4-piece. I won these at Reefapalooza. So I threw them in there. I found them in the shed. I had forgotten that I had won these. And I figured, oh, they fit in the sump. They'll come in handy. And they'll get beneficial bacteria. So when I transfer, I can just throw them in the other one. And then we'll be good to go. Okay, back to the tank. Okay, so like I said, I brought all my coral over. And they seem to be doing pretty good. The zoanthids are doing well. Even this one that is looked like it was dying, it's starting to see some growth. I don't know if you could see a couple little polyps there. So I'm hoping we really like this one. I'm hoping this one survives. And also that one. I don't know what that one is, but it was dying. It looked like it was dying, and now it looks like there's something there growing. So I'm happy about that one. And what else? So my sea anemone split. As you can see down there, there's one. Hasn't come out from the bottom of the rock. When it was one whole coral, it went to the bottom and then it stayed there for a couple days, and then all of a sudden this one started crawling up, and now it's up there. So yeah, so now I have 3 again because of these 2, and then the one that's in the other tank, which I'll show you in a little bit. I removed the big rock that was here because of those verminted snails that I don't like. I think that because of them, these started shrinking up. You see how they're all stubby? But if you see the middle one is starting to grow a little bit, or at least coming out of its funk. That's how it all used to be. Also, what I've noticed is that the clownfish come and they try to settle in there. I don't know if they're trying to host it or what, but of course they come in there and then they make it shrink up again. So what I ended up doing is I brought the other one down here, but as you can see, this one still the same. Hasn't really opened up. The clownfish don't come over here because Chewbacca doesn't let them come over here. But this one seems pretty good. It's growing well. And I brought the brother that I split off and put it down here just to see as far as the light is concerned. But either way, I don't think it cares. It's still growing. I've been using pieces of rock to glue them so that way they can just be settled in. This one was on the rack, but it fell, so I left it down there just to see how it reacts. And then this one is the one that I've always had, and it doesn't seem, I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know. So I'm thinking it's probably gonna die. I've been moving it from tank to tank. It doesn't like either one, so I just put it back to where it originally was when it was thriving. I also thought maybe the light had something to do with it, so I went ahead and like I said, decreased the light, the cool whites. If you guys have AI primes, I think you guys know. So it's basically the white light. That's why now it looks more blue. My frog spawn is doing good. You can see it's getting some little babies growing right there. And you can also see some of the snails that are down there. I never cleaned this one, so I'm going to have to pull it out eventually and just clean it out. From what all these people that have fermented snails, I guess they're just all over the place. And, you know, you want to clean them out, you can clean them out. So I've been doing that little by little. And I think that big rock that I had in here from the other tank may have brought more, and I think that's where I started getting more and more. That's why I got rid of it. All my crabs are doing well. There's one there, another one there, and the third one was here. Unfortunately, the fourth one that I had was inside the other rock that I pulled out. I didn't know. So when I started cracking the rock, yep, there it was, all dried up. So it sucks. But the three that I have in here are doing their job. They're always coming out and working. Let's see what else. My shrimp are doing well. This one just molted. My other shrimp is doing well. And then these corals here, I put them down here for fear of having too much light. But now I'm thinking maybe this one might need more light because I see some polyps that are starting to die. So I might move that one up a little bit. And then my candy cane is not doing very well. I don't know why. It was doing well and then all of a sudden now it's not. So, and then this coral here is doing okay. Still growing. I've glued it onto the rock. Maybe it'll start encrusting. So hopefully that'll be cool. And then I told you my mushroom over there, it's getting a third one. It's kind of hard to see from here, but there's a third one growing out. The other one's already encrusted on the rock, so that's kind of cool. And then that one back there that I burned initially seems to be doing okay. So, yeah, I don't know. As long as it keeps growing, I'm happy. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this one. I started dosing, oh that's right. Saw this thing on BRS, this coral amino. It's supposed to give it more vitamins for the coral to see if starts getting a little more growth. So we'll see how that goes. It's just one catful that I'm putting in there a day. And that's it for that. The other different thing that you might notice is this guy. I finally transferred him over. And he's doing well. He took care of all my Aiptasia here along with whatever zoanthids I had. So I moved some of those zoanthids. I moved the rock under here so you can't get them. So I'm hoping these will be okay. And then maybe later I'll transfer it over. But as you can see, these snails here. Look at that. There's a whole bunch of those little spikes. They're everywhere on this rock. I didn't even know they were everywhere on this tank. So yeah, my rack is pretty much empty. That one died, so I just left it there. And that just has green star polyps. There's my other sea anemone. And then of course my pulsing xenia. I have a whole bunch on the top. They like it up there, I guess, for some reason. And then the green stuff is not algae. That's actually green star polyps also. So, yep, pretty much it. This one's kind of empty. Need to clean it up again. Start moving things around. And that's pretty much it for this tank. I have a peppermint shrimp in here, but it doesn't eat any of the Aiptasia. I had to put my fish back in there. But I'm just gonna leave them in there. Let's see what else can I tell you about this one. That's pretty much it. Just left him in there by himself. But this is, like I said, this will be my quarantine tank. And go from there. See, you could see the spider web and the stupid snails because I just threw some food out there for the fish and it's getting caught and they'll suck it up. But yeah, there's tons of them in there. You can see all those little spikes. Those are all snails. Now that I know, obviously. My crabs are still in there. They hide behind that big rock back there. And behind this rock here. They're all in there. Shrimp's in there. They come out at night. And that's pretty much it. My temperature in my tank is dropping, and I think that heater that I have is not enough. So I ordered another one during the Black Friday sale. Probably get here sometime this week, and then I'll just add it on and get it back up to that 1 degree, because I hear like that difference in temperature is a big deal. Not like everything else is a big deal, I know, but you know what I mean. And yeah, so I told you about the amino and all that good stuff. Oh, I forgot to tell you, check this out. Look what I'm doing. I am working on my tank. I stopped yesterday because I had to finish some stuff before it started raining. So I left everything the way it was. But man, that little angle grinder that I have with the attachment, man, that thing is polishing it nice. So I'm hoping that, I think I got it as polished as I can. Now I just need to build the stand and start transferring it over before the year's over, because my wife, like I said, threatened to get rid of it. So I want to get it done. Get this one out of here. Put it here, and then transfer everything over, and then I'll be done. So, alright guys, well, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, issues, or concerns, let me know in the comments below. And talk to you guys later.